Tell you what, it's been an interesting day in Spokane. Again, adventurous actually. Start off going to the store this morning. Police chase, two guys on Groms or whatever. Then we go back to the store earlier. Come to find out, good God, somebody started a dumpster fire by the store. Gets better. We go into the store. Some tweaker lady gets caught shoplifting. Almost starts a fight with one of the attendants. I was like, oh man. So that wasn't enough for us. We plan on going out later and actually watching some of the tweaks around here. What your problem is? Why you blink? Never done that before. What's up, everybody? We got Daniel and Evolved in, like usual. Yeah, so we started off the day with watching a police chase, a dumpster fire, and a tweaker almost getting a fight with a Safeway attendant. It was interesting. I wish I would have had my chest cam for all this to go down. And like a few days ago, we were sitting at a gas station. Some dude comes down, like right next to my window. He's like, "Yo, man, yo." So I roll down my window. He's like, "You got like $2, man?" I'm like, "No, the last of my money's going in for gas." He walks off in the dark alley somewhere. I don't even know. Then some tweaker chick walks up to my brother while he's pumping gas. "Hey, do you got like $1.50 for a soda?" As she's sitting there with the scratch off ticket, scratching it. I'm like, yeah, she's probably gonna go buy another scratch off ticket. Not getting money from me, tweak. Use my $2 to go buy a Twinkie. Some fat food or something. Then getting ready to help my brother work on this thing here in a little bit. Interesting. Nope. Gotta redo the brakes, redo the fuel line. God knows what else, honestly. The brake pedal was stuck at once. Nope. I gave it the size 13 to the floor. Catch you later, Evo. I need to do the hippie voice. Peace out, man. Tweakers. Like, I swear, as long as they don't bug me, they're not bad, I guess. Just don't bug me at all. Sometimes watching the stuff they do is just funny as heck. Like this one person, I'm assuming they started the dumpster fire, had to get told by a metro cop or whatever to leave the area. Waited for them to leave. Starts walking back to the dumpster, shining a flashlight. I'm like, oh, probably looking for the pipe or something they dropped in there to cause the fire. That's fine. Nope. Just burnt down his metal single wide they just turned into a swimming pool. Then the lady that got caught shoplifting tried telling everyone, "I'm a family of 8 children." I'm like, yeah, right. Don't think so. I mean, could be, possibly. I don't know this area very well anymore. It's changed a lot since I was a kid. The only homeless people we had to worry about when we were a kid, like, good lord. You give them canned food or money, and you're like, "Hey, can you buy me a pack of smokes?" And they'd go to the store, buy a pack of smokes. anymore. Oh no, I wouldn't trust them. Have them do something like that, and they'd come out with beer and rollies and scratch off tickets and whatnot. Like, I just sent you in there with $20. Oh yeah, man, I got you a penny. Thanks. Yeah, this is gonna be the fun project for the night. Hopefully, we get it done. Nope. Okay. It's something. I'm gonna say it's a '65 Jeep with a straight six, I think. Yeah, straight six. I'll call it that. Sure. Yep. Nope. My rig's gonna be a Chevy S10 with a 350 small block. Blah, 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 blah. I figured I'd go live and let you guys know what happened tonight. Like, oh, I feel bad for that dumpster, man. It got flooded for the first time in its whole life, I bet. Like, the fire department standing there with the gigantic hose spraying it into the dumpster to put it out. I'm like, the poor thing's gonna get filled up with water. They're probably gonna have to poke a hole in it or something to get all that water to drain out. Next thing we know, we come out the store. It looks like they just opened the floodgates to a lake or something. Yeah, sure. It was quite interesting, though. That was the first time I've ever seen a dumpster fire. And two people running from the cops on Groms or whatever they were. This dude and his buddy were literally mobbing down the road. His buddy's on both wheels, just mobbing. His other buddy, no, he's doing a wheelie, running from the cop the whole time. So one splits off one way, the other one keeps going straight. Next thing I know, I see this other guy come into the parking lot, hide from the cop. I looked at my brother. I'm like, dude, I should totally just run up and clothesline that guy real quick. Just bam, done. Didn't do it though. Really thought about it. And if anybody plays Fortnite, let me know what you think about the new update. Like the new chainsaw thing they got. Oh, dude, that thing's cool. This guy started shooting at me, and I just put that thing to the ground. I'm like, Bwah! Oh, dude, this is watermelon ice. I'm not a geek, man. Oh yeah, it is geek. Damn geek. It tripped me up. I got home and I went to take a puff off it. Didn't do anything. It just starts blinking at me. And I look at it. I'm like, oh, maybe it's dead. No. Oh, blackberry sounds good. Might have to try that one next time. I can't believe the price of these things though. $25. Jeez. At that point, I might as well just buy chew, keep chewing. But no, can't do that. Oh, that's what I did. I turned it off, turned it back on. Next thing I know, I breathed it in. I'm like, yeah, it's working. And my brother died laughing at me because when I bought the thing, I went like a week without smoking my old one that ran out. Good God. I took a hit off this one. Freaking just started dying in the car like instantly. My brother was like, "What? Is it that strong?" I'm like, "No." It's like frozen instantly in your mouth. Feels like you're eating frozen watermelon. You know, the heads up people didn't tell you is when you smoke frozen watermelon ice ones, after a few puffs, it's like ice cold in your throat. So when you go to breathe, you're like, oh god, bad idea. Then my dumb ass, I do that. I try to chase it with ice cold water, thinking, well, yeah, that's good for it. No, it's not. Bad idea. Don't freaking do it. Then I was gonna do the Sprite challenge live, but well, my niece decided to drink my Sprite. Oh no. Chewing on mint gum, drinking water. I've done that before. Back in high school, my buddy dared me to snort a Altoids in the middle of class. Did that. He was like, you're not gonna do it." It's like, well, you dare a redneck to do it, and you give him Altoids. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Snorted that thing. He's like, how was it? I'm like, hold on, my nostrils are minty fresh right now. And I go out back to hang out with my buddies, and they're like, what's wrong, dude? You're tearing up. I'm like, whew, my nostrils feel like ice right now. They're like, what'd you do? Snorted Altoids being a dumbass. Oh, the minty high, yeah. Oh, big time. Or one time, oh my god. Just got done working an 8-hour shift, pulled in the Safeway to go get something to drink. My buddy pulls up with his pipe. He's like, yo, you want to hit before you go home? I'm like, sure, why not? So I take a puff. He starts dying laughing. I'm like, what? It's so funny. He's like, yo, that just went through the washer and the dryer. How's it taste? I'm like, oh, that's that hint of downy, cuddly softness on my lungs. And he just lost it. He was like, can you really taste the laundry soap? I'm like, yeah. It's like, what kind of laundry soap do you use? He's like, downy. I was like, cuddly softness. Dude, I miss my old mod. My old mod, I would have just hotboxed this whole garage in like 3 puffs. I got one in there, but it needs a new coil. Probably just get a whole new tank. It's after I start building my hot rod. Like this thing is sitting in my place right now, where my hot rod could be sitting one of these days. This thing is just dirty. We're gonna get this thing running back on the road for the guy eventually. We've been saying we're gonna work on it all day. We got it in the garage. Dude, you're not joking. Like, I found a gas station because this is bigger than the old one I had. It's like 1,500 puffs or whatever. Then this one was $29 just for this one, or 30. I can't remember. Then the other gas station I went to, I asked them the prices. They're like, "Oh, these ones are 25. These are two for 30." I'm like, "Dude, I spent $35 for one in Oregon. Now you're telling me I can get them cheaper here? Waste of money." Then the 10 or 11-hour train ride, that was just hell. Like, seriously, I had to wait until I got to Pasco, Washington before I could puff on it. And the whole time I'm getting up, walking through the train cars and stuff, I'm like, I should just stop right in the middle, just sneak one and just blow it right in the crack. Decided not to. Instead, I was like, I'll just go down to the food cart. check out the food. No, price is way too high. So I was like, fine, you know what? A Corona sounds good. So I look at the prices. $7.50 for a Corona that's smaller than this 12-ounce bottle. So I did it. I wanted a beer on the train for the first time. I was like, last beer. Not gonna buy another one. And finally I get into Spokane about midnight. I dozed off, woke up, looked out the window. I'm like, oh hey, city. Dude, taxes are insane. Like, not gonna lie, I kind of miss Oregon though. Washington, you can't just return these things. So what do you gotta do? You get bored, you twist off the cap and driving around with my brother, counting all the ones that were in the ditch. Within like 2 miles, I counted $5. I was like, huh, useless here. They can stay on the side of the road. I ain't even gonna pick them up or nothing. And the ones around this house, I'm like, oh yeah, you guys don't have a can return. Throw it away. Like if they're gonna do taxes and stuff, make it so people can return their cans and bottles that they pay for. Oh yeah. People in Oregon would be all over the cans and bottles laying here, and they'd make bank. Like my brother knows somebody literally has a barn full of cans. I'm like, seriously? You know, all you gotta do is go into Oregon, hook up a gigantic trailer, drive into Oregon, turn in like $500-600 worth, and there you go. You just made bank off of bottles. Miss Oregon a little bit, but not that much to go back. I get my red and my Washington license. I might try to drive my S10 there. Might. Oh, no, it's not. If you have them in the green bags, you can turn in like $300 to $400. I watched a guy do it before. A whole truckload. Unless they changed it. I went in with my buddy just a few months ago and turned in shit, almost $100 worth. Here though, it's like, dude, I'm throwing away money. I get my own place set up. No, I'm gonna rack them things up. Just get a whole stockpile, fill up with like a horse trailer or something. I'll drive to Oregon just for that. Show up to a bottle drop. They'd be like, oh, somebody's bringing in horses. No, I'm bringing you a bunch of cans and bottles because I want the money. Oh, heck yeah. I mean, that's what sucks too. Moving here, I just got my Oregon fishing license, my Oregon salmon tag. Never caught a salmon, never caught a steelhead yet this year. Barely even went fishing. I was like, huh, that was a waste of money. Because now I gotta get all Washington crap. Let alone figure out where to fish around here. Like apparently, just driving around, I'm looking, I'm like, that looks like a good fishing spot right there. Probably not. Saw these ponds, and I'm like, oh, that's probably a good bass pond. I'm like, probably not. I don't know. Have to try it sometime. Not to mention, I don't have any of my fishing stuff. Nothing. Just clothes. Like, I had to go to Walmart just to buy a new hat because my other one was getting worn out. Then I went into a gas station. My other sunglasses I was wearing got a gnarly scuff in them, so they're work glasses now. Found these things. $15, $20 made in China. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here real quick. My brother wants to run to the store, and I actually kind of need to go to the store. Time for a cerveza, if you know what I mean. But I'll jump back on. Catch you later, Noah. Yeah, I'll probably jump back on. Like, I want to stream tonight. But I need to go to the store and get a cerveza. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. I don't know. Some kind of them. Went to Safeway and I was going to get one, but they didn't have Keystone. And I wasn't about to buy a Bud Light because who knows what's going to happen when you drink Bud Light. Alright, catch you later, Noah. Peace.